Hey guys, this Wok Wednesday series is all about Chinese Unchopped, my first book, which covers the core techniques of Chinese cooking. So anything from steaming, stir frying, deep frying, braising, roasting, poaching, and double cooking. That's piecing together 2 or more of those core techniques. Let's get woking, I can't wait. This week, it's twice-cooked squid with garlic and green chilli. A little bit of black bean. So the cheats way of making your squid nice and soft, which is what you want, even though this is a stir-fried dish, most restaurants and takeaways, they make this sort of really nice, soft, succulent squid. They use sodium bicarbonate or bicarb soda, 1 to 2 tablespoons. Just sort of wrap it around the squid and let it sit there for a good sort of 15, 20 minutes. But what I find with that sort of sodium bicarbonate, that using that powder, is it makes it really spongy in texture. And I don't really like that. So once I've prepared the squid and I'm just scoring it, I'm going to poach this for a good amount of time, which is why I call it twice-cooked squid. I'm going to poach it for a good 45 minutes, and that will really soften the squid up. So you want to score diagonally across both ways, and that will just allow the squid to curl really nicely when I cook it. And then just cut your bite-sized pieces of squid. This is all cleaned squid beforehand anyway, so I've got a few squid legs that can go into poaching liquid too. Straight over just a pan of boiling water, and just whack a little bit of salt in there. And your squid goes straight in. So that's going to simmer away, poach for 45 minutes. Whilst that's going, you've got plenty of time to set up your wok clock, maybe cook some rice and prep some veg for a nice little side dish as well. So I've got red onion here. I probably only need half of this one, so 1 small one will do. And I'm going to start to set up my mini wok clock here. I'm going for sort of dices of red onion. There's a street food vendor in Hong Kong, in central Hong Kong, called Sing Ki or Sing Gay, who makes an amazing version of this dish, and it's all about the wok hei at the end, that sort of really sort of wrapping that fire and that heat around your stir fry. Got some green chilli, similar sort of chunks of green chilli. So I go for large green chilies here, not too spicy, but with a nice sort of sweet chili flavour. That wants to hit the wok on a really high heat and sear and get that sort of almost scorching skin. And then I've got a bit of garlic, ginger, spring onion, of course, all the classics of Cantonese cuisine. If you watched a lot of our videos, you'll see, start to see this sort of base theme of ginger, garlic, spring onion, and the prep. Once you get used to it, it becomes very, very quick and easy. So give the garlic a good bash, and then a rough chop is all you need. A little bit of a chunky chop there. So garlic, ginger, similar. Straight over the top of that. Spring onion, again, quite chunky, because we're going to use the spring onion to flavour the oil along with the ginger and garlic. So my wok clock of ingredients, really quick and easy. That's all set up. I'm going to make my black bean paste up next. My black beans, they've been soaking in cold water, so you want to sort of run your fingers through that and give them a quick wash through. Pour that water out. Just to sort of reiterate, I've said this before in different black bean dishes, Chinese black beans or fermented black beans aren't the same as Mexican black beans or actual black beans. These here are actually soybeans that have been fermented in a salt mix. So they dry out, they shrivel up those yellow soybeans and become blackened. I'm going to take a little bit of that ginger and garlic and then just crush the black beans together with that ginger and garlic. I don't want this in any way to be a fine or smooth paste. I want it to be quite a coarse black bean texture. So that there for me, where you can still see the whole beans just sort of roughly sort of pressed together, is fine. I'm going to put my black bean just between my ginger and garlic and spring onion. That's my mini wok clock ready. All I've got to do is make up my sauce, and then once it's poached, we'll flash fry it together. So the sauce is really nice and easy. I've got about half a tablespoon of light soy, and then I'm going to go for 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, similar amount of rice wine. Now oyster sauce works really well with fermented black bean, that deep savoury flavour. About half a teaspoon of sugar, and then a little drizzle of sesame oil. You can see that rice wine's giving it a nice sort of smooth, silky smooth texture. That sauce is ready. The last thing I'll do before I flash fry is I'll just put a little bit of corn flour around the squid once it's fully poached. The squid has had a good 45 minutes. It'll be nice and soft and tender now. Run that under some cold water just to cool it down before it then hits the wok. And you can see from that scoring that you get this beautiful curling around the squid, and it's really soft. I'm going to go for about a tablespoon of corn flour, just wrapped around, and it'll be almost a creamy texture. That will thicken the sauce very quickly, but it'll also sear that squid nicely when it hits the wok. From here, really quick, as usual, high heat wok cooking. Oil round, and my wok clock is ready. Want that really nice and smoking hot. Onions in first. Just fold that through. Break up any big clumps of onion. And then your chilli and your ginger and garlic. Just get those skins to scorch a little, those chilli skins. You can see that we're sort of building up a good smoking point in the wok here before I then toss those through. Sear them a little bit more. And the flavour of that chilli is really going to come out when the sauce hits the wok. A little bit of oil, black bean mix, spring onion. Make sure that black bean really hits the heat to bring the veg over the top of it. You'll smell that coming off the bottom of the wok. And then last drizzle of oil for the squid to come in. I want this to be really smoking hot now. And then the squid's going to come in. Bring all that over the top so the squid can get nicely seared. Remember, it's softened already, so it's not going to go tough. Again, just stir that around once or twice. The sauce will lift all the flavour off the bottom of the wok. So again, smoking hot. I don't want it to burn. So my sauce is going in. Immediately bubbles up. If you feel like the sauce is a little sticky, then just add a small dash of water around the edge. That's better. And that's done. Really soft and succulent chilli and garlic black bean squid. Oh, can't wait to try it. Best way to eat this is when it's piping hot. Get a good bit of that chilli in the squid. Typical Hong Kong flavour that. And it's really soft, that squid. And guys, we do plenty of other dishes. You'll see them all on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to subscribe. Like.